Hello Aquarius, and welcome to my channel. We're going to do your another December 2020 love reading. This is you. If you have not checked out your 2020 Ascension video and all of that stuff about where you're supposed to be setting your intentions, please go check it out. You can also check out my earlier Aquarius video for December 2020. I don't like to waste too much time, so we're going to pull 3 cards for you, 3 cards for your person, 3 cards for your person, 3 cards for you, and then what to expect. We'll have some clarifiers from the other deck, and then we'll finish it off with an oracle card pull. I'll do my best to give you all of the information that is coming to me and everything that comes in the cards, but we won't waste too much time, so let's get into it. Okay, please offer Aquarius what they need to know about their situation with the person that they're trying to connect with, that they're thinking about. Please give them all the information that they need for their highest good to make the best decisions that they can and should make for their highest good. Please offer the information that Aquarius needs to see and hear at this time. May the true sight be in me, may the true speech be mine, may everything that I speak come straight from the divine. Okay, so we're having some cards jump out now. Aha. 3 cards for your person, 3 cards for you. Oh. And then here we are with what to expect. It's interesting. So the first card out for your person is the Strength in Reverse card. This feels like they may have been the one who was strong in the past, the one who really sort of put up the stone wall in the past, someone who was not showing emotion, someone who was not connected. But in the reverse, it shows me that whatever that was in the past, that wall is coming down, and also their ability to remain strong or to remain disconnected or even to continue like the facade or the charade that's no longer available to them. Now, this time of this is like a time indicator for actually right now. It's the time of the Pentacles or the time of the Earth sign. But it's also telling me that this person that you've been dealing with or that you're trying to connect with may also be experiencing some difficulties when it comes to money. So they may have been able to keep up this charade or hold this facade because they were a little bit more financially stable and now they're not. Then the Queen of Cups is here, and it's kind of like there has always been mutual love between you and this person, but they were able to put it to the side because they were a bit more stable in the past, and now that instability is causing them to want to reconnect, reach out, or kind of like seek you for stability. You, on the other hand, are here with the Empress, the 8 of Cups, and the 7 of Cups. Now, this Empress card tells me that you are in a place of manifestation and creation. The Empress may mean that you have a child, but more than likely what it's meaning, whether you have a child or not, is that you are moving into this space of creation. And I feel that this person that you're thinking about, or this person that like you're trying to connect with here, they are feeling that part of you where they see that you're pulling away, they see that you're in this space of creation. And the Empress is also a card of, you know, real abundance. So they may see you moving on in more ways than one, financially, emotionally, energetically. And they now are trying to reconnect with you, now are looking to say like, oh, but I always loved you. Like I didn't I didn't mean for this to be a disconnect between us. I actually always loved you. So it's kind of like they're recognizing maybe you spent a lot of time trying to prove to them who you were in the past, and now you're tired of doing that. So you are spending a lot of that time and energy actually doing the things that you've expressed that you could do before, and that they didn't see it in you before. And now that you're like, yeah, I told you this, this, and this, and this, and now you're doing it, they're like, oh wait, but I thought you were full of shit. I didn't think that you meant what you said, and you actually did, and now you're showing that you did. I do see that you have the energy of moving on. So whatever, even if you may still be energetically, emotionally attached to this person, I see that there's quite a bit of clarity for you here. Excuse me. There's quite a bit of clarity about needing to move on, or needing to keep your options open. That this person, though they may love you, may not be bringing the energy that you're in need of right now, especially as someone who is looking to manifest, create, build, level up. They're not bringing that to you. Whether or not they love you, I don't think is in question here with this Queen of Cups. That shows a mutual love. You still love them, they still love you, but when they come to you, that offer is not solid. It's not attached to anything stable. That makes you want to keep your options open. That makes you want to move on and cut ties. And I do see you doing that. Does this mean that this is like totally the end? Usually for Aquas, I'm an Aqua. When we cut something off, it is the end. I don't necessarily feel that way with this connection or with this situation, but what I do feel is that this is something that will be on hiatus for a long time, because this person in this connection hasn't really put in the effort, energy, or has not changed in the ways that you're needing them to change and grow. You've spent whatever time apart that you've had from this person really growing, really digging in, really doing the shadow work, and really leveling up. This person really has not come up to your level. And so where you were here and they were here, you're now here and they're where you once were, but you have continued to progress past that stage. So that really does present a problem for you, because they're not where you are any longer. So you don't necessarily see them as an option. What to expect here? See the King of Swords, that may be your energy if we're talking about male Aquas, but more of what I'm seeing here is this card, if you notice, it's a fairy king on a hill alone. And though he is overseeing his kingdom, he's gotten so caught up in being alone that he forgets that he can fly down and be with his people. And when I see this card, it's usually, for me, an indicator of like a man or a woman alone, a person alone. That doesn't necessarily mean that you are alone, but this is the energy of your person. So even as they are coming for you, coming forward for you, or trying to connect with you, their energy is that of like loneliness, or they don't know how to get back into your good graces, especially with this Judgment card. And you're kind of leaving them that way. You're not giving them an opportunity to get back into your good graces. Like, you could very clearly say, I need this and this and this to make it right between us, but you're not actually saying those things and giving them that opportunity. Hang on a second. Mostly because they haven't asked. They haven't even asked you what would make the situation right between you and them. I do feel here with the Ten of Wands Reinvesting in this connection at this time would bring unneeded burdens or undue burdens. You you Aquarius people are really going to soar over the next year or two, especially if you've set your intentions properly. And this person is going to have a lot of growing to do in that time. Reinvesting in that energy is going to burden you in ways that you don't need to be burdened. And there is some kind of justice and judgment here together. It's like the universe is judging them for their poor choice. You can't rescue someone who is now experiencing their karma. So you may want to keep them at an arm's length for now, recognizing that they may still be part of your life later, but this is a lesson that this is not you needing to throw them a life raft at this point in time. They've chosen this route and they need to sort of have the consequences of choosing. So let me get some clarifiers here. See, they won't give you the satisfaction of knowing how badly things are going for them. The Nine of Cups is usually like contentment, but often this is a card of someone being smug. So they are trying to present, see, they're trying to present this smug energy and like, oh, I'm doing fine. Everything's happy and joyous. I'm on the right track. But the reality for them is the Tower. So they may be trying to show you this good life, or showing through pictures, if you're checking up on them on social media, that they're enjoying the sun, they're enjoying warmth, they're enjoying positivity, they feel like they're on the right track. They may even be telling you that. But the reality for them is the Tower. Here's the clarifiers for you. The universe. This is a card that's like the world in other decks. So this is the ending of a cycle. You are looking at this person very clearly. And here we are with like, listen, I can't freaking make this crap up, right? The universe, the death card. This is the ending of a cycle for you. And you're done being kept up at night thinking about what could have been, what should have been. You have ruminated over this long enough. You have looked at this long enough. And this person is coming back into your energy, and it does feel very soon. It feels like it will be within the next month, where this person sort of pops up and you're like, I thought I had closed this chapter. You have closed this chapter. This person has not closed this chapter, and they kind of want to pull the wool over your eyes a little bit and see if you'll take Mr. Big Shot back again. But the reality is they're not doing very well. And they want you to want them back. You don't actually feel that way. So the interaction between you is going to feel weird. Sort of the tables have turned, where you may have been the one chasing them in the past, and now it feels like they will be the one chasing you. But they won't admit to the betrayal, and there was betrayal. They are at a distance, but I feel that they're coming back. You're defensive. Like I said, this is going to result in love between the two of you, but it's on your side, and this shows me that you're going to love yourself first. And this also, with this too, does feel like it's a longer term cycle than just like, oh, this person's gonna pop up at this time and you make them pay. This feels like a very long cycle with this person. And so you have to afford them, and it does feel like almost 2 years of them paying, not necessarily paying you, but they created karmic connections long before your connection with them. And they're like, all of that stuff is coming home to roost. And before they can even begin to reconnect with you properly, they have to pay for those things. And they are. I'm going to pull from the Brian Froud Oracle because that's where I feel like give me 3 cards for sort of the advice for my Aquarius, and then we'll wrap it up because we're going to move on to some other signs. Okay. When the Dark Lady comes in for me, this is a lot of like sexual energy, sexual attraction. It's also someone who uses sexual connection in order to sort of like entrap, enslave, ensnare. So that in some other readings I have seen like this, especially Aquarius readings, the King of Wands keep coming up, or the Knight of Wands. That's sexual energy for me. And this Dark Lady here, whether it's a woman or a man, it's that sexual energy. That is the thing that seems to be pulling. It's almost like they're pulling at the root chakra, using that sexual connection between the two of you, wanting to reinvigorate that connection. They're looking to even if they're at a distance, it's not like they're going to talk flirty. They're going to ask you for connection in the physical to try and reinvigorate the sexual connection, because that has been the way that they've sort of trapped you before, entranced you, sort of gotten your attention before. But this person is smart enough not to like send you dick pics or anything like that. That's not how they're going to come at this. They're going to come at this in a way that's like lulling you into a sense of security, then getting you all riled up sexually, and then starting this cycle over with you again. You have to be aware of that and make a wise choice here. This also talks about whether or not you have to sit. So mushrooms for me are medicine, and you really have to sit on whether or not this person is solid for your emotional state, and whether or not this is someone that you want to carry into the future with you based on what you want to build. Because all of the opportunities for you are coming in, especially over the next 3 years. You're going to see a lot of doors opening up for you financially, and this person has messed with your emotional state in the past. So, oh, that gnome is here. This is a trickster, but in the reverse, it's like you see all the tricks, and it's also saying that the path is clear for your forward movement. Do I see new people coming in for you? You are going to have opportunities for new love and for new romance, and these opportunities do feel very healing for you, Aquarius. That like putting that out there, yes, that's there. Are you totally done with this person? I feel like they're in this loop with you. So if you don't officially cut it off, and if you're not blocking them, if you're not, kicking them out of your life forever and not responding, they will keep showing up, because this feels like unfinished business. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel, Aquarius. I hope this gave you something that you needed, and I do appreciate you, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Merry Christmas.